Hello and welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician, and music teacher living in Seattle, Washington. And today we're getting to some dirty loops on the channel, specifically Work Shit Out. We've had a lot of requests for the song, no doubt because of the drum solo. So disclaimer, normally I do music that I've never heard before, a band I've never heard, or a track with them I've never heard, but I've been a fan of dirty loops for many years. I've been lucky enough to see them live. Henrik's probably top 5 electric bass players for who I listen to. Amazing. Aaron on drums. The whole band is ridiculous. So I haven't listened to the song in a while. It's been, I think the last time we listened to it my Twitch stream, but it's been months since I've gotten into it because the catalog's been full of other stuff. So it'll be cool to get back to it. So we're going to do that right now. Let's get into it. All right, volume is up. Let's hit play.
I better work shit out, but I like it too much. Spending all my money like I just can't get enough. I better work shit out, but it's killing my buzz. Sending all my sorries till I just can't kill that brush. I got the sunlight.
Oh, his voice is so good. We'll get back into that. How many tunes, start out with a berimbau, like Brazilian samba music? I was lucky enough to be in a samba band many, many years ago, but I played caixa, like Brazilian snare drum. But a couple times, some of the members brought that out and we got to feature it. And I didn't really know what that instrument was at all. So when I first heard the song, I was like, whoa, that's cool that this is in that. So awesome.
Sending all my sorries till I just can't kill that brush. I got the sunlight. You bring the rain. I'm gonna drop, but if I fall out, then I got no one but me to blame. But still, I got the sparkle. I'm soaking up the heat. Guess I know I should resist, but I'm sucker for the kiss so sweet. Hey, I better work shit out, but I like it.
Oh, that groove is so dirty. Man, speaking of the berimbau though, that rhythm that we keep hearing, when it first comes in, you hear it and you're like, okay, this feels like some variant of, 4/4. But when it lines up with the bass, really outline where the downbeat starts and recycles each time, the way those accents, samba, and we could do a whole video on samba music and how it differs from Western rhythms, but basically I'll just say it is not the same interpretations and it flows so well against how the 4 is working here. So anyway, in case you were curious.
Hey, I better work shit out, but I like it too much. Spending all my money like I just can't get enough. I better work shit out, but it's killing my buzz. Sending all my sorries till I just can't kill that brush. I better work shit out, but I like it too much. Spending all my money like I just can't get enough. I better work shit out, but it's killing my buzz. Sending all my sorries till I just can't kill that brush. Got my game on.
Man, all Henrik's articulations, all the little ghost notes, and it just, there's so much happening there that are just in the pocket and so groovy. I really try to learn a lot from his playing when I'm messing around, but I mean, one feels rather bad about themselves as soon as you start doing that, but you can still take inspiration from it, it's.
Sending all my sorries till I just can't kill that brush. Got my game on. I'm like a time bomb. I'm a zombie in the morning and I'm just waiting for the night to come. I can't go on forever, 'cause I don't wanna stop this. It's an outcome I don't know what, but I'm loving every part of it.
Oh, the vocals are so good. The high range is amazing. So complicated set of like little chord progressions coming out of that phrase and into it. Just, this tune has so many roots and a lot of, jazz functionality, which is, it's super, super big brain music, which I love. It's funny to hear how heavy the bass drum is mixed in comparison to what's going on the ride cymbal though. That always has fascinated me a little bit, but man, the piano playing, like imagine being able to play piano that well and also sing your ass off like that. It's just musicians. How genius is this writing with the big, the descending, whatever's going on over here on the other keyboard, and then going back up. There's just so much happening. And another thing I really like about this tune, well, this band, they do it a lot, but it's how many like hits they have in the middle of phrases where it's a full ensemble. Okay, well, it's only a trio, so I still use the word ensemble just because it means everybody when you say full ensemble. But anyway, the point being, the hits are always written really well with cool accent placement. Beer bomb's still there in the background. You gotta love that. You know, I never really figured out scale wise or like what the cool like arpeggio. It's not like coming out of that bum bum those big like spoon feed. Like here comes the break. I don't know what it's like. It's not whole tone. I don't know what it is, but it fits really well because you have that like broken glass type sounding thing happening there. All right, let's get back into this. Just subtle little voicings, but the playing is so tasty. The way every downbeat was approached there with a ba ba da da, new phrase of the progression, chords, a little ba ba da da, ba ba da da, all that stuff. I don't have a brain smart enough to understand like, you know, how to break down those chords, let alone think of it on my own. This is why I play bass and bass and drums. That when you hear that stuff and it just like the way it just continues. I always think of it like water just moving over rocks when those progressions keep flowing and you keep finding thematic ways to say the ideas, but decorate it really, really stealthily with all those voicings. It's just, I don't know how to pay enough respect to those people because it's so complicated. Yeah. Wow, that there is so much ink there, you know, if you're reading the page. So I've used this song as an example many times with students. there's so much happening in all three players right there, but yet there's still space. And like, I mean, bass is super busy underneath that keyboard feature, but rhythmically listening and playing off, right? Because it's all, you know, this is, you know, reactions to each other, obviously. You all know that. But it has to be talked about though, because it's done in such a perfect way. And even with the cross stick thing happening and we have that like light feathery feel of the ride cymbal going on, it grooves so hard. It's so complicated, yet feels almost effortless, even though it's not. And I talk about it all the time. Anytime something sounds easy, it's not. So this is a class example to show like young people that are looking to get into like, you know, how to play with other people, how to listen within the ensemble, how to like, you know, evaluate what's going on in the room and to like know what your role is and still fit in and create kick-ass music. You know, it's super important. All right, continuing on. Hype him up. Look how big that tom is. All right, I forgot how many like little metric, like short-term metric modulations and like feel changes happen. We're probably going to rewind a lot in the solo, so don't get pissed off. We're going back 15 because I just need to hear. Also, the quality of the tuning on the snare drum is just ridiculously good. You hear it out of come. Just a light little release on the cymbals. Give me a break, man. It's amazing. That's, oh my God, that is one of my favorite spots. Versus boom, 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 boom. It's still going on, and you just like separate that in your brain, and you're able to play that out there. There, that was my okay, sorry, I gotta shut up. Yeah, look at his face. Look, that would be my reaction too if I was in the room seeing that in person. It's just ridiculous. All right, all the linear stuff that's going on around and down, like, you know, with the melodic flow being top to bottom and then mixing the feet in. It's just, it's stupendously good. Jesus. And all that before a little beep comes in, all our what are those dotted eights? No, that's not. I don't know, I'll think about it for a second. But point being, all the acoustic solo before we get the jam band part here is just, goddamn, dude, like, wow. We need to hear all that again. All the it's just. Okay, I never caught the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 coming out of that between the bass and the ride before. That's actually the first time me catching that. We're gonna go back. I know I said a lot of rewinding. This is how I listen to music. I know I get a lot of comments that people don't like it. Sorry. Anyway, we got to talk about the snare drum stuff for a second, because I think he's such a consistent player. Every accent, you know, like I'm from like the drum line, you know, I spent most of my percussion time in like a drum line setting where they're just we're hyper focused on getting so many players to look and sound the same through a lot of attention to detail on heights and velocity and like technical approach, player to player. Obviously, we're one player here. But with that being said, his quality of accents, especially in that part that was so high, every single one sounded the same. And then like 8 bars later on that fill that was like, and we had the buzz stuff, the buzz happening in the left hand, his like little crushes and buzzes all sound just flawless and equal. So the difficulty level here is just, it's just stupid, but in a good way. We're going back 25 seconds to catch all of this. That song gives me a heart attack in a great way. Man. So peaceful at the end. Talk about a trio that just has a ridiculous level of chops, intuition. The musicianship level is out of this world. Just the ability to produce, you know, high-end, extreme. It's like a high-end extreme instrumental side in your face, but then on top of that, the vocals are great as well. Like, so for me, I didn't realize it was a Quincy Jones production. That's cool. I actually taught high school band at the school that Quincy Jones went to, Garfield High School, Seattle, Washington. Anyway, when I saw that live, I didn't know what to expect, you know, because I think when I discovered them, it was like the era, like when they did like the Justin Bieber, the Baby song, like the black and white video, and the bass solo that's on there. I remember my brain, I was like, hold on, I can't handle this. This is too good. But anyway, seeing them live, you know, I feel the same way. Like watching this video blows my mind. Seeing them live, I felt the same way. So for me, that like unlocks levels of appreciation and just like admiration and inspiration. A lot of those keywords that just, I don't know. For me, that's what makes me really happy. So, even though this was not a first time reaction, it was a lot of fun to do this for the channel because I love this piece of music. So anyway, thanks for recommending that or requesting it. So that was a good time. Hope you liked it. That was amazing, wasn't it? My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a streamer on Twitch. Catch me on live so we can talk about dirty loops or those musicians or just music in general. You can find a link to my Twitch channel in the video description below, as well as my Discord. Would love to have you there. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next upload. All right, take it easy. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Peace out.